Hello and welcome back to episode 11 of my Freetrade realistic UK dividend investing journey. In this series, I'll be documenting my real-time progress as a UK dividend investor using the Freetrade app with a focus on building a UK-based portfolio from scratch. This portfolio is going to be a smaller portfolio as I've recently been getting so many messages from people who struggle with smaller dividend portfolios, so I thought what better way to help them than creating my own UK dividend portfolio on Freetrade. I know when you see a portfolio that's worth over 150 or even £20,000, it can feel totally out of reach, so hopefully more people can relate to this portfolio. I want to keep this separate from my main portfolio over on Trading 212, but I still want it within an ISA account, so that's why I decided to use Freetrade. If you've been thinking about getting started with investing, this is one of the easiest ways to begin. I use Freetrade, a commission-free investing app that makes buying and selling shares simple and transparent. The platform is clean, user-friendly, and you can invest in UK and US stocks without worrying about hidden fees. And right now, if you sign up using the link in my description and deposit just £50 into your account, you'll get a free share worth anything between £10 and £250. Oh, and I might add that if you're unsure what to invest that £50 into, don't worry about it. You will still receive your free share even if you don't invest that money. It's a great way to start building your portfolio with zero risk on that first step. Check out the link below and claim your free share today. So if you're still on the fence, hopefully these videos will show you just how simple and accessible the app really is and why it's a solid platform to get started with. For this series, I decided to set out a few rules to make it as fair as possible. The first rule is that every stock I invest into has to be listed on the London Stock Exchange. For this challenge, I've decided to only use stocks listed on the LSE to keep things focused, relatable, and beginner friendly, especially for UK investors. Since I'm using a UK-based brokerage and building this portfolio from a UK perspective, sticking to LSE stocks helps make it easier for beginners to follow along using the same tools, and it will highlight UK dividend-paying companies that often get overlooked in global investing content. The second rule is that I can only deposit money into this account that I've made through this YouTube channel. So if you're watching, please hit the like and subscribe button as it really helps the channel out and you'll be directly contributing towards the series. By doing this, it means I have a cap limit to what I can invest each month and it will vary month to month, which will hopefully mean a lot of you can relate. And finally, the third rule is that there are no more rules. So whether you're just getting started or looking to follow someone on the same path, this is a transparent, no fluff look at how I'm learning to invest for long-term passive income through dividend-paying stocks. If this video gets over 100 likes, then I'll be sure to continue this series as it will confirm there's enough interest for this type of content. First of all, I'd like to shout out Barry for using my referral link as we both received a free share and mine was worth over £30. I hope you got a good one as well. And like I mentioned earlier, I'll be using my YouTube earnings each month to fund the series. As you can see on screen, I earned £192.48 last month, so that's exactly what I added straight into the portfolio. This then leaves us with just over £200 ready to be invested today. But before we invest that money, let's take a look at how the portfolio actually performed last month. So if we do take a close look at how the portfolio performed in the month of May, we can see throughout the month my portfolio was up and down, but did manage to end up being slightly up, being up 0.72%, which is a return at just over £16. And when compared to the S&P 500 and the FTSE 100, we can see that I did unfortunately underperform both of these indices. We massively underperformed the S&P 500 as that had a really good month being up over 6%, but my portfolio was quite similar to the FTSE 100 with that one being up just 0.86%, and having said this, I did manage to outperform the S&P 500 the last 2 months prior to this one, so hopefully my portfolio can pick back up over these next couple of months and I can start to outperform it once again. If we do zoom out and look at since we first started this portfolio back in August, we can see that I am still ahead of the FTSE 100 by around 0.5% and I'm trailing the S&P 500 by around 1.5%. So the goal is by the end of this year, hopefully I can catch that back up and at least be on similar terms to the S&P 500. And if we do take a closer look at the positions within my portfolio, we can see that most of them ended up in the green for the month of May. The standout performers were Barclays up 6.2%, Pets at Homes up 6.8%, and RS Group which was up 11%. But we did have 3 poorly performing red stocks for the month, which is what dragged the portfolio down. We can see that Drax Group was down 10%, we had BP down 11%, and MP Evans down 14%, which isn't always necessarily a bad thing because now I think there's a better opportunity to potentially bolster up my positions in a couple of these red stocks. With the goal of this portfolio being to build a reliable UK focused dividend portfolio, I think it's very important to have a UK based ETF at the core. I've chosen the iShares UK Dividend ETF, stock ticker IUKD, as the core holding because it targets high-yielding UK dividend stocks across a broad range of companies, offering higher than average yields, wider sector exposure, and strong liquidity. It has also outperformed the FTSE 100 over the past 1, 3, and 5 years, making it a solid fit for an income-focused portfolio. For that reason, I'm going to be adding 7 shares to my portfolio today for a total amount of £70.14. The first individual stock that I'm going to be adding to in my portfolio today is Taylor Wimpey, stock ticker TW. The reason for this is that over the last month it's down 8%, and if we zoom out and look at the last year, we can see the stock is down over 32%, and I only recently added them to the portfolio last month, so I think with this further 8% drop, it's another fantastic opportunity to add to my position and bring down my average price, as I do believe there's going to be a rebound in the near future. On top of that, they have a very tasty 10% dividend yield, so while I'm sitting on the stock, I can continue collecting those hefty dividend payments. I'm going to add 80 shares to my position for an amount of £59.61. Next up, I'm going to be adding to my MP Evans position, stock ticker MPE. The reason for this is because they've fallen off the edge of the cliff over the past month, being down 19%. This means their dividend yield now sits at over 4% again, and they only have a payout ratio at 35% with a fantastic 5-year dividend growth rate at over 25%, and they have a consistent 5-year dividend growth streak. If we do zoom out and look at over the last year, we can see they're still up over 45%, but this is a hefty pullback, and I think it's a fantastic opportunity to add more to my position at a better valuation. I'm going to be adding 3 shares to my position for an amount of £44.85. This then leaves me with the final stock that I'm going to be adding to in today's video, and that is Drax Group, stock ticker DRX. Very similar to MP Evans, it's one of the bad performers in the month of May, and they're down 9.45% over the last month, which means their dividend yield now sits at 3.69%. They also have a relatively low payout ratio at just 31.55%, with a fantastic 5-year dividend growth rate at 10.78%, and they have a 9-year dividend growth streak. Even with the recent pullback, they're still up 18.82% over this past year. I've got £32.91 left, so I'm going to use £31.46 to buy 4 shares of Drax Group. Now let's take a look at how the portfolio is shaping up over on Snowball Analytics. So when we do take a closer look at the portfolio, we can see that June's going to be my best ever month, as I'm expected to make £24.39 across 5 different payments. This also means that my portfolio is approaching a monthly average of £10, which I can't wait to hit. And considering I only started the portfolio last August and I've been adding minimal amounts each month, I think it's moving along fantastically well. Overall, the portfolio is up £172, and right now it has a dividend yield that sits at 4.75% with a 5-year growth rate close to 11%. So if you do enjoy this style of video, then please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and as always, invest smart and stay patient because your future self will thank you. For now, this is the Geordie Pig Investor, over and out. Have you ever wondered what £50,000 in premium bonds actually earns in a year? I'm revealing every payout, including the surprising wins and the not so surprising ones. Click the screen now to see the full breakdown.